NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. And off we go from Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll try to get it to Rose, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills 7, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd and 13. And he rifles one incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen going to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a give to Breida. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. Flushed out right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Eluding the pressure right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead to more issues.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Touchdown, defense. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. It's a party now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Squeeze, double. 49.
Now back to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Raiders nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down at 5. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Green Jack.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Boy, Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they've put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley.
Complete to Chris Conley. 8 yards on the pickup.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Cloud keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that'll set them back 5. Allen going to throw. And Conley's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen steps away to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, eluding the pressure right. Check down to Breida. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 58 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete there to Conley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And again, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Conley there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 24, Raiders 14. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 38. Baby. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Caught outright by Renfro. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be. Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner. A really big loss. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They're going to look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 11 yards on the play.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Bills 31, Raiders 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
First play, the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Allen to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Buffalo, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they go down to defeat here in